According to IUCN, common brush-tailed possums are of least concern, having a wide distribution and high abundance within dry scrubble forests within parts of southeastern Australia. However, with the removal or damage to habitat, these disturbances may result in habitat fragmentation, increased inter- and interspecies competition, and possible local extinction. Anthropogenic practices such as logging and fire may have the greatest impact on possum abundance. As possums are hollow-dependent or burrow marsupials, they primarily rely on the following species of trees to provide food, shelter, and foliar moisture. This study aimed to determine if there was a difference between logging intensities and between fire frequencies, as well as between years with the abundance of possums per 100 trap nights. We questioned whether the level of property disturbance can significantly affect the abundance of common brush-tailed possums. This study was conducted at 6 sites within the Hellenden district of Scene, and this is an example of how the trap lines were set out in red. Data were collected from cage traps, and they were analysed to determine the difference in possum abundance between logged and unlogged, severely burnt and slightly burnt properties. And data had to be analysed at a property level, as there was minimal variation between the level of burning and logging between individual trap lines. The level of site disturbances were broken into 2 variables, disturbed and undisturbed. Surveys were conducted over 3 days within August 2017, with each property having 8 cage traps with 1 cage trap per line. Each traps was set 15 metres apart and each trap line was set 200 metres apart. All our methods follow the procedures outlined within the Wildlfe Study Guide. As you can see here, both p-values for logging intensity and fire frequencies were significant, being below 0.05. However, between years they weren't significant, as seen within the ANOVA table. Within Table 1, the average number of possums within unlogged and slightly burnt areas were significant, whereas compared to logged and severely burnt properties, they were absent, or quite minimal. These observations support that the abundance of possums is positively related to the abundance of habitat trees. Our results reflected many studies such as Isaac 2008, Wellington et al. 2002 in regards to habitat associated with species abundance. Indifferences between years could explain why logged and severely burnt properties had absent to minimal or possum abundance, suggesting that their forests were still damaged and recovering, unable to support the residing arboreal species. Coutin and Monks 2011 suggested that forest restoration takes 10 to 17 years for suitable den site development to occur, with less than 1 prescribed fire per decade. Overall, the common brush-tailed possum survival may be threatened further or even reduced to local extinction should these privately owned properties not re-evaluate their logging and fire regimes. It should be noted that Ergon North and Ergon West properties were not surveyed across all 3 years, and such mismanagement should be avoided for future investigation to be more accurate. Thank you for listening.